All right, hello, I think I'm live. Well, we hope, right? We will find out sooner or later. If I'll be the only one talking and nobody will talk back at me, we will know that I spent all this time for nothing. Okay, well, I think I should start by saying hello. Hi. I'm here early because I am a responsible human being and I have decided to make an effort. Hey, we have a few people there. Excellent. Also, early comers. Hello to Mary Louise and also hello to Matteo. We are the first ones to join in the chat as well. Excellent. But as you know, the start officially is 7 p.m. UK time. So we're going to give some other people a little bit more time to join in so that they wouldn't be left out just because we are early, right? But hopefully everything goes well. I heard actually that there was some problem with Facebook posts. Some people couldn't post Facebook, and there was a few glitches on Insta as well. So hopefully we're gonna be okay. When I was looking around, sí que sí. Hi, hey Mateo. All right. So as you know, I am Rasa. If you don't know that I am Rasa and you're here by random, welcome. I dance. I teach dance. Dancing is all I do all day and all night, nonstop. And I gathered some knowledge through a lot of my experience. I gathered some different kinds of credentials, and then I've decided to do the YouTube channel to basically give all the knowledge that I had to the people all around the world. Because in the classes that I have in London, I ended up only managing to teach, the people that I teach. And then when I travel, I get to teach the people that I get to teach when I travel. But with YouTube, I managed to touch a lot of different kind of people that I would have never met in my entire life any other way. So I believe this is really exciting. What's even more exciting that I started with that idea to touch more people, and I started with the idea I'm just gonna, give out tips about dancing and some sort of tips about lifestyle because I do lead a very particular lifestyle, sometimes crazy. And I thought I'm gonna just, start with these kind of videos, see if anybody's actually interested in what I have to say. And in the beginning, it was a slow start. But then, as time gone by, there was more interest, more interest, and more interest. And I remember the time when I have reached 1,000 views. And that's when I was like, okay, people are watching, love this. I will make more of this. And now we are at 2,000, which is exciting. So this is why this video is happening, because it's a celebration. And I got a lot of interesting things to talk about in this video. But still not 7 o'clock. I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting impatiently. It's a very exciting thing. Being live, for everybody to see all of this. I was thinking, okay, I should wear something appropriate, you know, shoulder, a little shoulder something to show, but everything else is very appropriate. I didn't know whether I should go kabam or like normal and cool. I don't want to scare you for the first live video, You will have maybe now a little understanding of what am I actually like. Because when you go and see the videos, you get the personality that comes across in the videos. But when you see the person live, well, that's live, right? We get more notifications. That is a good sign. Here we go. Fantastic. Keep on coming. Excellent. And of course, also, I have my phone next to me. So when I use my phone, don't think I'm being rude. I have my phone just in case, as I say, because I've heard about the Facebook and Insta little glitches. I was a little bit worried that some people might not be able to connect to the link. And we also had to repost the link because it's my first video and I messed up the first link. That's on me. I did that. So we have to change the link because Arasa was not there with the brain. Press the wrong buttons and it went wrong. So hopefully people will find this link. They will come and join me and everything will be a-okay. We hope. Anyway, I also think I should start by telling you that I got my questions here in my red bowl. Now, these questions, I have read through them because I was writing them down on a piece of paper. So it's not magic. They didn't magically appear here. But I did write it down, but I made sure I didn't think about the questions. I really wanted to, when I read them again, to actually give a genuine response. Oh, we have, oh, guys, we have Jurata Petrikauskene. Rasa, you're very resourceful. Okay, so we have Jurata just signed up for this live video. And Jurata is my mother. Hi, Mom. She is my mother and my greatest supporter. And now she's watching, and I have to send her loads of kisses. She's amazing. My mother is just like the most supportive, incredible person out there. She comes up with a lot of crazy ideas that you wouldn't believe. Ooh, getting more messages. So, yeah, my mom is amazing and she's watching this live video. And I am sure my mother is watching this live video. She also, I'm sure, making my father watch the live video. They probably all like sitting next to the same computer, maybe with the little drink. My father probably with the tequila. My mother's probably with the champagne. And they're probably like watching me and they're like, oh my God, what is going on? But I should also say that Nigel, hi Nigel, hello. I should also say that my mother and my father don't speak English. So my mother kind of like can understand few things, but my dad like doesn't speak at all. So it's really interesting that they actually want to watch this live video and they're going to be listening and they're going to be reading through your comments. And it's the most exciting thing for them ever. I think it's more exciting for them even than for me. And I am excited. Hello, Charlie. What does boof mean? That's true, Charlie. What does boof mean? Boof afternoon, everyone. Boof. Okay. So, guys, we have a bit of a conversation going on here. So we're going to make a start. It's 7:04. I am originally from Lithuania, and I've been raised in an environment where we're extremely strict with our timing. I am always on time unless there's like some sort of catastrophic situation going on. And I like to be on time, and I like to people know who I am and hopefully go with the pace of my life. And that's why we're going to start immediately now. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to answer questions because I got the 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's a huge deal for me. I really didn't know whether anybody would ever watch me or be interested in what I have to say. And the fact that there's so many subscribers and I had so much positive feedback, it really made me so excited. And the fact that I got the 2,000 subscribers and now even a little bit more, I decided, okay, what can I do for the people? Something for you that you would guys actually enjoy. I thought, all right, let's go with the questionnaire, right? And so the questionnaire, I've been spreading around the rumors that I'm going to be doing the questionnaire and asking people in advance if they have any questions they want to ask me so that they could actually think it through. A lot of people did. And all of the questions are now in this special bowl. I write them down, I put them in, I mix them up, and I'm gonna take the question out and I'm gonna answer it. Um, I know what questions are here. None of them are dodgy, but whoever is on the chat, even if your question is dodgy, my commitment to you, I shall answer it in the best way I can so that the YouTube wouldn't block me. So, keep it more or less clean, but I will be answering it all. Okay. But also out of respect to Matteo, hello one more time. I'm going to answer his question first. And his question was the first question that appeared in this chat. And I will answer his question first and not from the ball. I'm going to go to the ball later because he was early. And as I said, I'm always on time. So my heart was going like this for Matteo being early. I felt like, oh, so commitment. So I'm going to answer your question first. But before I do, guys, just one more thing. Please don't leave this video if you want to get prizes. There are going to be prizes to be won. And to be honest, the competition is really easy. All you need to do is make sure that you stay till the end of this live video. It's not going to be too long. It's only going to be as much as I'm answering the questions. But if you stick around till the end of this video, there are going to be prizes. And I believe they're not bad prizes. And it's not just for one person. Anybody who's the last one to stay on this chat is going to get this prize. So stick around. And then later on, I will also tell you what prize it is. And then later on, you will see how you can stay to the end and win it and how you can claim it. I think it's going to be great. So I wanted not just to answer questions for you, but make sure that it's worthwhile for you to stick around if you're bored. Basically, I'm planning. If you're not entertained, maybe the prize will do it. Stick with Rasa. Okay, let's go. Enough of Rasa talking so much. Matteo, you are first. So your question was, good afternoon. At what age did you discover your talent as a dancer and how? Okay, at what age I discovered? I'm going to start with this. I started dancing since I think 4 or 5 years old. My mother took me to dance classes because she was afraid I would be getting fat because I looked a bit chubby as a child. So she took me to ballroom classes. That was back in Lithuania in a city called Klaipėda. Yeah, I didn't, at that age, I didn't know anything about the talent or anything, but that's when I started. And I wasn't really good at ballroom. And actually, I was a little bit discouraged from dancing, even though at some point it became my love. I couldn't do anything else. I just wanted to dance so badly. But because I was young, because I was discouraged, said that I'm never going to be the best dancer, so probably shouldn't stick with that and get a normal profession, I stopped. And of course, I was suffering all the way through that time, 5 years or something with not dancing. I was thinking, how can it be that I love something so much that I shouldn't be doing? And then I moved to England to study marketing. Go figure. And when I was studying marketing, I started dancing again, but I started with salsa. And then bachata later on came in as well. But when I started dancing salsa, I think I was 22 years old. So a while ago, I think I was 22 years old. And that was it. I thought, there is no way, second time in my life, I'm going to let this go. And I've decided no matter what, whether I'm going to be poor, unsuccessful, unloved, not appreciated, I will not quit this time. And whatever will happen, I will keep on dancing because that's the only thing that I know for sure brings joy to my life. And the rest is history. I made the right choice. Of course, sometimes I feel like I wasted time by having a long gap. But at the same time, who knows what, maybe ballroom just wasn't my dance. Maybe I had to discover another kind of dance to express myself because apparently I'm not too shabby with salsa and bachata. Just saying. So that's Mateo, your question. I hope I answered that well. Boof. Have you explained what boof is? Boof is the 19. Nigel. Boof can be a term of endearment. Okay? I didn't know that. Boof can be a sign of endearment. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. All right. So now we shall go into our ball. And remember, guys, at any point, if you didn't put the question beforehand, you got the chat, express yourself with the chat, and I will scroll down through the chat as we go along. So if you have any questions, no matter what kind of questions you have, I will answer them. And don't be shy. Anton, can you estimate how many people have you danced with in your life? Anton is a good friend of mine. Estimate how many people I have danced with in my life. Oh my God. Well, that wouldn't be you, Anton, to ask that, would you? I would say 1 million people. I don't know. A lot of people. Well, just think about it this way. When I started, if to take away my childhood and my everyday life dancing in any situation I possibly can, and you just take the time when I started dancing salsa from 22 years old, and I've danced every single day, nonstop, more than any person you can imagine. So it's a lot. I touched a lot of people physically, and I kissed on a cheek a lot of people, and I definitely danced with a lot of people for sure. Interesting question, Anton. All right. Let's go. Let's take one from the ball. Some people made an effort and actually asked questions beforehand. Okay. Let's do this. We got the first question from the ball. The name Annette. And the question is, it's getting very serious suddenly. What is the best way to improve your dancing quicker? Huh. Okay. Well, to improve your dancing quicker, I don't know whether it's to improve your dancing quicker. I can just tell you what to do to get better as soon as possible. So I guess it's the same. And that is by doing it as often as you possibly can. It is impossible to get better without a lot of practice and experience. So the more you dance, the better you get, and that's what it is. Then, as well, if you're naturally gifted, you will get better very quickly. If you're not naturally gifted, you have to invest even more time and probably maybe more money in getting more private classes and stuff. Um, just getting notifications about other people joining in. So you have to make sure that you join in the classes, regular classes that are held in studios or your local clubs. You have to make sure you get private classes if you can afford, because that can be expensive. You have to make sure you go to festivals and congresses, because that's like a short period of time with very intense dancing. You shoot up with your experience like so quickly. The things that you would learn in local areas is not as quick, because it's just so intense in like a 3 day congress or something, or festival. So that is important. And also, to be humble is important. The moment you think you know something, that you lost it basically. Because even me, I have confidence in what I know. But there is one thing to know it, and the other thing is to think that you don't need to practice it anymore. So that's kind of the worst thing that can happen. If you are a kind of person that is always open to learning more and to practicing, then you'll be fine. Your dancing will improve. The moment you shut down and you think that you are already know this and what else it is there to learn, that's when your dancing will not improve. So basically, if you want to get better very quickly, you just got to invest a lot of time. Unfortunately, there's no magic. You just have to do it really often and just go through as many classes and as many socials as you can. That is one question. Done. I'm gonna make a little mess. Then you will see after the video finishes, I'm just gonna be picking up all the pieces. All right, Nigel, you are not getting ignored. Don't worry, Nigel. Nigel, where is your question? Because he's a poor guy. Nigel thinks like on the pole. Have you ever done club dancing? Oh, hi, Nigel. Okay, Nigel, not being ignored. Okay, patience, my man, patience. You see, I found your question and I shall answer it. Hopefully, Nigel, you're going to be happy now. So, Nigel's question was, have I ever done any sort of like different kind of dancing, like dancing on a pole? And no, I have not danced on a pole. However, I would like to try. I have to say, pole dancing has always been a huge interest of mine. A few different things. There's pole dancing in a club, as in sexual, right? Where you can get the money. and, and there is different kind of pole dancing, which is professional and it's actually a sport. And like crazy fit people do pole dancing. I mean, the muscles on these people and the things that they do is insane. So just, to watch that is like mind blowing, the incredible things that they can do. So that is amazing. And I think it's amazing fitness. And if I had a little bit more time, and maybe soon I will actually try. I know like there's a friend of mine, Orlando in Sweden, and in his dance school, they have pole dancing classes. So I would love to maybe when I go to Sweden again, just join in one of those classes and just learn a few tricks because I think it's incredible and it's very good fitness. Now, the sexual pole dancing with the money in the club, never done it. Do I think is something wrong with it? No. If a girl is doing something like that and she's fully aware of what she's doing, I think it's an incredible thing. I think there's definitely something sexy about dancing in a pole and have other people watch you. There's definitely different kinds of fantasies that you might be having. Um, and probably I'm elaborating a little bit too much, Nigel. Thanks for that. But never tried it. Would I ever try it? Yes, I would. I am a really open minded person and I'm one for the experience. And I have to say, this kind of experience doesn't sound bad to me. But it would have to be in my own like circumstance. I would have to have maybe like, I don't know, somebody like a bouncer who says, don't touch. I think that would be the line. I wouldn't want to be touched unless it's a private dance to a person that I choose. Just saying. Anyway, there's a new Jennifer Lopez movie about pole dancing, by the way, Nigel. That might be of interest for you to be checking out. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to go another question from the ball. We answered already two from the questions there. Now the ball. Okay. So this is Annie Almark Lashkavich. I really hope I'm pronouncing this well. I apologize if I don't. So this person asked 4 questions. Now that is commitment. Question number 1. Why did you decide to do dancing? So as I mentioned before, dancing, I have not decided. My mother took me to a dancing class because she was afraid I'm getting fat. So to lose weight. And then I immediately fall in love with it. It clearly was something that I was supposed to be doing. It was meant to be. The music, for me, the music is the number one priority, and I always loved the music. And to move to the music just seemed the best thing ever. Now, second part, who films your videos? Ooh, that's a good question. Who films my videos? So now, my YouTube channel, when I just started, I did it myself with the, phone. Now I still do most of my videos with a phone, but I have amazing friends that are also very talented. So any chance I get to abuse them, I do. So if I'm doing some sort of a video where I'm explaining footwork or something, then I always ask if a friend is around or something for to film me, because it's much nicer when somebody's holding and bringing it in, and it just looks better than very stale one angle when you're doing some movement. If I'm just talking like this, then I have myself filming all the time. But sometimes when I'm traveling as well, usually in every place where I go, I have somebody with talented camera skills, and I just ask for their help. But most of the time, I do it myself. And I'm thinking actually of buying, since the YouTube channel has been doing so well, I'm thinking of buying a new camera on Christmas. And my parents, they said they're going to contribute to my Christmas present, and hopefully the quality will increase, and hopefully you will like it even more. Now, third question. If I wanted to get into teaching, how do I do it? Very good question. It's not easy. I speak from experience. I decided to do it because I decided that no matter what, this is what I want to do. So I didn't care whether I have money. I didn't care how long it's going to take. I didn't care whether I'm going to be successful when I just started. Which is difficult if you care about the money and you care about whether you're going to be successful, because this business is not for everybody. So you have to really love it, and you have to be like, okay, of not having anything, and then hope for the best. But one way to start is to have a good mentor. So usually you will have your first teachers, or you will have somebody who you admire, how they dance or how they teach. So what you need to do is talk to them about your passion, and ask them for help and guidance. And usually there's a lot of great mentors that would help you and start maybe training you, maybe make you assist first, and then maybe give you some beginners classes and help you out. But I think to become a teacher, besides the obvious, like some sort of talent, some sort of knowledge, and experience, you do have to have a mentor. Somebody has to train you. Somebody has to explain you how things work. You can't just, I'll do this now, because you hold responsibility for the people who pay money and come to your classes. You can't just be like, well, I know this, so I can do this. It's not that way. You have to get training, like in anything. A doctor doesn't just go, well, I saw a video, I think I can do this. People die. Anyway, number 4 from the same person, Ani. What things you use for your hair? Because it looks beautiful. Oh, how nice is this? Well, my hair is now tied up because I was afraid I'm going to be doing a video and the hair is just going to be popping in my face. But my mother is a professional hairdresser, and she has a beauty salon back in Lithuania, in the city called Klaipėda, which is called Spartakas. And because she's a hairdresser, I've always been surrounded with the best products, and I always knew what to do with my hair in order to keep it really, really nice. Also, very good genes. I do have extremely good genes for the hair. But I do use products like Cownet, like Schwarzkopf. So really, really good products. And if you want to know more about my products, I can make it actually a YouTube video about the products to show you more around. So let me know if you're interested. Question? Done. All right, let's see what's going on in the section, comment section. My God. Emmeline. Oh, hello. Do you find it more difficult to focus when dancing with people you're attracted to? Oh, me liking this question. I see where you're going with this, Emmeline. All right. Do you find more difficult to focus when dancing with people you are attracted to? Yes, I do. Um, so much. I think it also like depends on your level of dancing, because I remember when I just started to dance, I would like completely flip, probably red as tomato, and also mess up with everything that I was doing while dancing, like completely mess up with everything, because you just got those butterflies going through your body and you don't know what to do with it. Now I get the same feelings, but my dancing skill is on such a good level that unless they're like phenomenally crazy dancers, I usually can get away with it without notice. Well, maybe they would notice because maybe my eyes will sparkle a little bit more than usual, or I might still get the tomato situation on my face, a little red cheek. I'm actually getting a little bit red now by thinking about it. But my skill of dancing now improved, so I can get away with it without being noticed too much. But before that, it was tragic. Like everything would collapse, my feet would go like this. I would start sweating like a pig. Oh, it was just, but like terrific. Yes, so I do get distracted, 100%. I just can pretend better now that I'm not. So I think it's natural, no? I hope. I hope that's natural. Ah, holiday dance. Vision the landslide. My God, I don't know who you are. I would prefer just a name. But Vision, the landslide vision, is asking best place to holiday dance. All right, best place to holiday dance? So many. It depends what kind of dancing you're really looking for. But I think you have to first of all have a vision of what you actually want. Do you want vision? I'm Darren. Oh, well, that's better. So the vision is Darren, everybody. Lovely to meet you, Darren. So you have to have, Darren, a vision. Do you want to dance as a serious dancing? Or do you want to have good quality of dancing, but also focus on the holiday aspect of it? Because that's the difference, like where to go to dance, the best place or the best country. So if you want serious dancing, you have to look at the like top congresses where they have best artists. Like there could be Berlin, there could be Cyprus. They have a lot of like high level. Warsaw now is coming up, Bachatu for Bachata. They have really high level of artists and brings a lot of high level of dancers. So you have a really really good experience in high level of dancing. But if you care about having great dancing, but you are also very interested in maybe seeing the place where you're visiting, the country, or you care about like the party and the holiday of it all, then there's another side, like Croatia Festival, for example. It's great fun. It's party all the time. There's pool parties, there's boat parties. There's still great level of dancing, but then at the same time, you have this beautiful country. So if you want to go explore, you can. Miami cruise as well, for example. You can come to Miami a few days before, see and party in Miami before you go to the Aventura dance cruise. And also in the dance cruise, they have different stops in Bahamas and other places. So you get to actually see things and experience different places at the same time while you're having fun dancing. And the level of dancing is always, more or less the same, because there's good and lower level dancing anywhere, more or less. So that's kind of my advice. Good quality of dancing. Thank you. So yeah, so good quality of dancing is like Berlin, Cyprus, Warsaw. To be honest, any congress, if you just see a congress popping up, and look at the lineup. If the names you recognize, most likely it's going to draw a lot of people who are very good dancers. Julian, I'm really bad at understanding what a lead wants me to do and how he wants me to move. How can I get better at understanding? Love you loads. Oh, thank you for the love. I'm sending you love back. So, the only way you can understand more the lead is through experience. The more classes you attend, the more nights you dance, the better you will understand. There is no trick to it. There is one thing extra that I can mention. Usually, is to be able to relax. A lot of the times when we are a little bit panicking or maybe a little bit tense or a lot in our head, then it kind of stops us from responding naturally to what comes our way. And it sometimes also interferes to react to what is coming our way, as in the leader when he's leading us. So it's really, really important to have a peace of mind. I know it's difficult, especially when you're not really confident in dancing. It's really hard to suddenly relax into it. But unfortunately, that's the only way. If you can't relax and just feel and go with whatever you feel that is happening, you won't be able to pick up on little subtle leads unless they're like really in your face. So if you mix a lot of classes and a lot of social practice with different kind of leads, mixed with the fact that you relax and you just let your body feel what's happening rather than anticipating what is about to happen, you mix those together and it starts getting better. But I promise you, most of it is experience. And the more you will dance, the easier it will get. Yeah, hopefully that's useful, Julian, especially since you sent me the love. All right, we got TC. TC. All right. Since some bachata moves are extremely close to your partner, what is the polite distance to keep when you are dancing with someone for the first time? Bachata moves. Okay, so we are talking about bachata. I think the close positions, what a lot of people don't understand, that is not actually that close. So whenever we are extremely close, as in the legs are in between the legs, you if you dance central bachata, you will understand what I mean. Don't get put off just by me doing this. So if you have a position where your legs are touching like this, then you will also understand that if the legs are like this and not like that, then you are actually, when you're even close, you're not touching because it's slightly sideways. So all the naughty bits, they are free. You know what I mean? So as long as the naughty bits are not touching, you're fine when you're in necessary close position like that. But usually also keep in mind all of the body movements that you're doing to the follower when she's in front of you, we actually do it through the distance, because when it's really close, it actually you can't do big wavy movement. We only get really close when we are behind her or when the follower is in front of us. But then again, we give the half side rather than the full frontal, and that's what makes it okay. More or less. That's like a quick explanation. Vision, Darren. Okay, I remember your name. That's excellent because I'm not very good with names. I will focus on salsa and I'll ask for a dance one time I see you. Keep it up. Fantastic work. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're coming back to the ball. We can't abandon the ball. Okay. So now, remember, by the way, if you stick to the end of this video, there are prizes. I will tell you soon what the prize is, but there are prizes. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. We picked up one from the floor. Steve. All right, Steve. Have you ever danced anything else besides Latin? Easy to answer. I started with ballroom dancing when I was little. And then after that, professionally, besides ballroom, I only did salsa, bachata, kizomba. I can do badly, but I can get away with it. I've done some tango, Argentine tango, but again, it's not professional. It's just like an extra thing. I've done some ballet in a sense of, again, not professionally, but some training in different classes for different purposes that I wanted to incorporate. I did a touch of flamenco for the hand movements that I was incorporating in my shows. So just taking bits and pieces from little pieces, you know what I mean? But nothing professional, professional, only salsa and bachata. And I have ballroom background as well when I was younger. That was quick. All right. Next question. Oh my God. That's a long question. But I love it. Matteo Cocosidi. Wow. Matteo Cocosidi. Could that be the same Matteo? I'm sure I saw Matteo here somewhere. Well, that would be cool, right? Yeah, Matteo City. Oh, Matteo. I have more questions of you. Say Matteo. Oh, isn't that nice? Yes. Okay, Matteo. So you asked if you think, as several teachers do, that partner work is 50-50. What are the main duties and responsibilities and tips for leaders and followers for a success partner work based on values such as mutual respect? Okay, what a great question. So basically, yes, I do believe 50-50 in following and leading, but what does 50-50 mean? For me, what it means that everybody should mind their own business. And I will elaborate. a lot of the times, the leaders, or the followers, they are focusing so much on what other partner, like if I'm a follower, the leader, if the leader, the follower, are doing wrong, rather than focusing on how to be the best version of yourself. So my point is this: in order to make the partnership success, you have to take responsibility for your own dancing. If you are leading, for example, and the follower is not at your level, let's say lower level, and not picking up on most of the things, instead of thinking about why she's not picking up on the things, as in what she doesn't know, I, as a leader, would always focus on what can I do to make it happen, you know? So my whole perspective is like, how can I make this happen for her? How can I make this dance the best dance I can do with what I've got in my hands? If I am a follower and I'm dancing with a guy, a leader who is lower level and is not up my level, and maybe even struggling with the timing, maybe it's a little bit rough or something, I don't think about what he cannot do or how bad he's doing. I'm thinking about me. What can I do to make this happen? How can I make it more beautiful? How can I make him look like he's dancing in time? How can I make it seem to another girl that, it is more than it would be if I'm actually just focusing on the things that person is doing badly. So my always thing is, and I say this in my courses and my classes all the time, please mind your own business. Do what you need to do. Do not worry about people getting it wrong or not being, technically correct. Worry about how you can be the best version of you and how can you make this dance better. If you worry about that, you only growing. And actually, it's a challenge, when you're dancing with somebody who's not really working. It's a challenge and it's exciting. It's an exciting challenge. The music is playing and thinking, oh my God, how can I make this happen? And you get in position and you try to come back in time or whatever. It's fun. People take dancing too seriously. I take seriously technique when I'm in a class and learning. When we are social dancing, it is supposed to be, dancing together, which is how can I make this happen? And if we both parties come into the dance thinking that, I think it's just going to be a better dancer. And when people expect other person to carry the weight, that's when it goes wrong. Nobody can live up to expectations. So I hope that answers your question. Oh, thank you, Mary Lise. She's saying it's always powerful and positive perspective. Oh, thank you so much. I try. I try to be powerful and respectful and positive. Just who I am. Ready for another question? You know what? Before another question, I'm actually going to tell you what the price is. Kinda. So the price will be free classes with me. So if you stick around till the end of this video, and we don't have a lot of questions left, so power through. But if you stick around till the end of this video, you will get private classes with me. So you have to make sure you stick around, and I will elaborate what kind of classes you're going to have. But I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. Usually expensive classes. Sue, 4321. I think that's from the Instagram. Sue, you need to change your Instagram name. Make it more beautiful. We don't need the 4321. Anyway, she has 3 questions for me. First one, how long did it take for you to feel fully confident in your dancing? I never struggled with confidence. The truth is, from the moment when I started and I was really, really, really bad at it, I already had confidence that I will be amazing. And to be honest, I think because I had always the feeling that I'm meant to be dancing, so I knew no matter how bad it is, it will always be okay. So when you have that in your head naturally, I guess you just never struggle. But I will say this: with every period in my life, like it might be a year, it might be 2 years, it might be a month, whatever. But I go through phases of my dancing. And I have to say, recently I've been talking to my friends as well, and I was saying, I think I'm good now. Like I always knew like, I can do this or whatever. But dancers are very self-critical, and we look at each, ourselves all the time in the mirror and stuff. In the videos, we see all the flaws, and why is this not happening? It's not how I want it. We see ourselves different than other people. But like recently, I've been liking myself, and I was like, you know what? This is not bad. So I got an extra little confidence recently for sure. Now, you have a great talent at teaching with fun, patience, and energizing with your students. Can there be great dancers but not so great teaching? How long have you been a professional teacher? A professional teacher, I've been for a really long time. Can't remember exactly how long, but definitely over a decade. And a great dancer is definitely not a great teacher. I personally didn't think I'm going to be a great teacher. I had a mentor as well. His name is Nikolai. He was my first mentor, first teacher. And he always wanted me to teach. And I always told him, I'm not a people person. My English is not good enough. I don't like teaching. I have no patience. I will be so bad at it. And he tricked me a few times in teaching it, and I fall in love with it. So I didn't know I'm going to be a great teacher, but now I'm really, really into the teaching. And I understood, because I'm so analytical, because I care about my craft, because I care about people really getting it, and because I refuse not to have fun. Like if I'm bored in a class, I can't do the class. I got to make sure I'm entertained. Then I know you guys are going to be okay as well. Does that make sense? So I discovered that I can teach pretty well, but and I can explain to different people different things, because a lot of experience that I've gathered through life, through bad and through good. But there's definitely a lot of incredible dancers that are so incredible that are incapable of explaining transition, the dance into explanation. um, a lot to do with different things. Not everybody's supposed to be a great teacher. The other thing is, sometimes great dancers are so freestyle based, and they come up with such amazing things that they just cannot explain it. It happens to them, so they say just do this, but they can't break it down because it's just too great of a moment. So no, not every great dancer is a great teacher, and I think I am a better teacher than I am a dancer. I think because I had such a long break in dancing, I think that stopped me from a lot of progression that I could have had. But I do believe I can teach, and I only teach what I know. Some people teach things that they don't actually have no clue about. Why? Just get an education about that thing and then teach it, or teach something that you're actually good at. You know what I mean? Super prizes. Oh yeah, the prizes are good. Okay, we have Darren. Slow motion is the potion. Consistency is the key. Celebrating your 2000. Oh, thank you. And I agree. And I love the little poetry going on. Slow motion is the potion. Consistency is the key. Do we have any singers or musicians here on this chat? Gotta make a song about this. Slow motion is the potion. Okay, more of a question. Chris, what is your favorite TV show? Off the topic. I like it. Little mix there. Favorite TV show. I am super busy. I don't get to watch a lot. But when I do watch is to unwind, or when I do other things. And what I do watch is like I then watch. But my favorite TV shows for sure of all time, I can watch them over and over again, is Friends, Big Bang Theory, Sex and the City. I love serious shows as well, but these are kind of like no matter what happens, if I'm gloomy, if I'm busy or something, I can always put them on and they always make me happy. So Friends, Big Bang, and Sex and the City for sure. Maybe some other ones will come to me. I love all the vampire shows. Oh my god, I love vampire shows. Or Doctor, and oh, Doctor House. amazing series. House got me through a lot of tough times, by the way. Mr. House. Love that question. Layla, I'll ask a question that I'm sure is of interest to most of your female subscribers. Okay, Layla, she says with confidence. Rasa, how do you keep such an amazing fitness form? What is your exercise and eating routine? Interesting. Well, thank you for asking, Layla. I am extremely crazy about my fitness. But I've been crazy about my fitness way before I became professional dancer. And both of my parents are very fit. And my mother is an ex-basketball player, like when she was younger. My dad has actually built the whole career on volleyball. So he has a team and everything, and he's a volleyball coach. So I've been out of gyms, in and out, and from the courts and stuff all my life since I could crawl into the gym. I remember my dad would be in the gym, and I would just, do the walking on the walking machine. I should know how it's called, right? Anyway, so I've been fit, like into fitness all my life. But now, particularly, I exercise every day, sometimes hardcore, sometimes less intense. If you want to see my exercising regimes, you can go into a few videos. I actually have some videos, and I'll make more on what kind of things I do. And also, I'm on a strict diet. And when I say I'm on a diet, I don't mean I don't eat. What I do a lot of the time, not consistently, but a lot of the time, I do intermittent fasting, which means not eating for a long period of time. But my period is actually at night. So I stop eating at 7 p.m. usually, and I will start eating probably not very early in the morning as well. So I have a long period of time when I'm not eating. Then most of the time, again, not always, but most of the time, if I have a show to get ready for, or like beach holiday or something, then I will also not eat any sauces. I would not eat any bread. I don't eat bread in general that much. I wouldn't eat any pasta. I would eat very little potato, potato. And, I just, no crisp, no chocolates, no ice cream, no desserts in general. So, like, pretty clean eating as well. Loads of salads and veggies, and not eating after 7. And if you do that, to be honest, you can eat more or less anything else. But if you do that and then you don't eat after 7, and you have a hardcore intense workouts going on, to be honest, you are good to go. So bad. But there will be more nutrition and exercise videos coming up. So thank you, Leila, for asking about this. Nina, I'm work but trying my best to stay connected. Haha. Thank you, Nina. Because if you are the last person to stay, you're gonna get the prize. There's gonna be free classes with Rasa. You're giving out prizes. Can you receive a prize also? If yes, you'll receive a bottle of rum. I would love to receive the bottle of rum. Was that a quick answer? Darren is offering me a prize. I want a prize. I want the bottle of rum. And just let me know how I can receive it. And I want it. I want that bottle of rum. Next question. So that you would actually not start dying out of me. You right there. Okay. This question is from my mother. So she's following me on Instagram and Facebook, and you get the point. So she actually, on one of my posts where I said people ask me questions, she actually asked me a question. So this is her question, my mother's question. What matters most in your life, and what do you value most in people? Very deep, my mother asks. Okay, what matters most in your life? My family, hands down, is the number one. I mean, I am the luckiest person in the world to have such a mother and such a father. My father is incredible as well. I love them so much, and I would do anything for them. And the fact that they are the happiest when I am, it's just incredible. We do everything together, and I'm actually going to go and visit them again this Tuesday. And there's going to be so much videos. My mother's going to go crazy on my father. We're going to just do crazy videos for you. So keep tuned on the YouTube. We're going to make some crazy videos for you. And what do you value most in people? In people, I value most is besides the obvious, such as honesty, and you know, basically just being there for you in trouble. Besides those kind of obvious things, what I value most in people is people letting me be myself. I have a very particular lifestyle. I'm not necessarily always there as a good friend to go out for a dinner, but I am always there when somebody needs me. Um, so I value people who let me achieve my dreams, let me do my thing, and not have any expectations of me, and still be there for me no matter what, a phone call away. You know what I mean? So I really, really value that. Thank you, Mama. Mano mamita. Mano jogele. That was in Lithuanian. All right. What goals, Mary Lou has asked me, what goals do you have for how your career will continue to develop in the future? What are you working towards? Ooh, interesting. Well, first of all, I really want to make this YouTube a success. And part of it, why? Because I want to do more traveling and I have great ideas of what kind of traveling, dance related traveling I want to do. And I want to share it with the world. And my dream was always to be on TV presenting dance kind of shows. But because apparently it's really hard to get into be presenting, um, so I thought, what any other way to do it is not from YouTube channel. So if you guys keep supporting me and if you are interested in me and the dancing that I do and the tips that I give, I would really would like it to be a success so that I could travel and actually give you exposure to all the dances of the world. That is my ultimate dream for sure. And of course, to have a dance school. I have a studio in Farrington in London that's been going really well. And one of my teachers, Dren, is also doing very well in my dance school. But I would like to expand that on a different level as well. Great question, Mary. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Steve, can I have water? Am I allowed? I hope you have a snack, man, because this is like going forever, no? I hope you have a snack and maybe a drink or something. Or a book to read. Maybe you like have this video on mute and you're just staying there for the prize. How dare you? All right. Stephen Nichols. First question. What are your favorite songs to dance to? I can't answer that. It's like insane. All I can say is for salsa, I am a salsa romantica kind of girl. So I like salsa romantica. My go-to always Mark Anthony and Los Cuatros. Never goes. I no matter what song you're gonna play, I always love it. So Mark Anthony and Los Cuatros is like no matter what. But in general, salsa romantica, I am pretty happy with most of the songs. Bachata, my heart is always with Dominican, but depending on the mood, I might listen to some other tracks as well. Kevin Cosmos, Danny J, Ephraim, but of course, Romeo Santos and the Dominican part. Like, no matter what song you're going to play in Dominican Bachata, I just love it so much. And actually, I listen to other music as well. Like, I love Celine Dion, Whitney, and Mariah for a particular mood. I love jazz music for a particular mood. It really depends. Okay. What first inspired you to dance? Nobody. My mother, my mother took me to the dance classes because she thought I'm gonna be fat. And after that, I just fell in love with it. So I was my own inspiration. When are you coming back to Cannock? Well, very good point. A lot of the people asking me, when you coming back there? When you coming back there? Well, first of all, I'm really busy, so I'm trying to be as many different places as I can, so everybody would get Rasa's love. But in general, something to keep in mind as a student, a lot of the time when you're giving us great feedback, the teachers, we really appreciate it and we love it. But it means not that much. It means much more if you give feedback to the promoters. So a lot of the times, if you don't give feedback to the promoters and you're having a great time with the teachers, they're probably not going to be asked back. But if you go to the promoter after the class is finished and you say, we would really like you to bring that person back, they probably would. So it would be really nice if you can ask the promoter, is she coming back or not? But actually, I can't remember. I might be coming back. It rings a bell. But so many events. All right. Joanne, sorry, I just joined, but I love your videos. Ah, thank you. Don't worry, don't worry. You might be late, but if you stick around till the end of this video, I'm giving up prizes. So stick around. We have more questions. And if you have any questions, John, go ahead. All right, all right. Sylvia, if you haven't become a dancer, what career would you have done? Um, I cannot see myself being happy doing anything else, but anything where includes me talking. I think so. Would have loved to do TV presenting or like, I don't know, maybe something active with traveling, but definitely something with talking. But like movement, not like still like news. No, more like active, in your face talking for sure. But I can't imagine doing anything but dancing. All right. Next question. Dren. Oh, we just talked about you, Dren. And now Dren has a question. What do you think was key to your success growth coming so far in dancing world? Was the key to your success? I'll be completely honest. It's only few things that really matters to how my career boomed in dancing, and that's one, Nikolai. Nikolai Vigneswarden. Yes. If you go check out Nikolai Vigneswarden, you will see he is a teacher. He used to live back in Leeds. Now he lives in Reading. He still teaches. He was my first teacher, and he gave me the first push. Not only he trained me, then he made me his assistant. Then he gave me beginners classes. Then he took me to all of the events around the UK where he used to go and introduced me to the promoters. So then when I started doing things on my own, I knew so many people already. So they were willing to book me because they already knew me through Nikolai. And then, of course, through my hard work and absolute love and devotion for the craft that I do, I managed to secure my position and have respect of a lot of promoters. So continuously be rebooked. And of course, from the support of all of you guys, and loving what I do and wanting me to be around you and teaching you, of course, made it a bigger market for me to explore. But those are kind of three things. First, Nikolai. Without him, I wouldn't be here, hands down. Secondly, me loving what I do so much and doing it completely for the people. And three is, of course, never-ending support, for sure. All right. Let's go. We're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer to the prize. Closer to the prize. All right. Oh, okay. So this is anonymous because I know the person who asked this question and I didn't want to mention the person's name. It's a woman because it's a sensitive question for that woman. And the question is, I sweat a lot on my face. I had some guy comment on it badly and she basically knows what she can do to manage the sweat. So this is a really, really good topic, and I'm going to definitely make a separate video for that as well. But sweating is extremely natural thing when dancing. In general, it's really natural as well. But when you dance, you are doing cardio, so you will be sweating. Now, of course, it's a little bit more sensitive subject when you sweat on your face when you dance rather than your body, because your body you can change the t-shirt or the body we're kind of used to touching and sweat. But when you're sweating on your face and sweating really bad, like in this case, dripping, not like normal sweat that we all have, she has more access. I can see how that could be really uncomfortable because the person that you're dancing with is in your face and sometimes comes close or whatever. And if you're dripping, it can make you very subconscious. Now, I talked with that person and I said, look, if there's too much access, maybe it is wise to go and see the doctor, not because there's something wrong with you, because there might be actually certain things that you can take or drink that actually normalizes whatever is inside to actually normalize the perspiration if it's really that bad of an access. So I did say that first, but then she said that she's been to the doctor and everything is fine. There's nothing like that he can do. It's just like normal, but it's just super a lot of access. So these are a couple of tips that I can give you. Okay, if there's no way you can stop the sweat, you can't stop it. There's no point of worrying about it. It's natural. You have a little bit more than most. Unless and not lucky, right? But it is what it is, and it's fine because it's just natural. But these couple of things you can do. One, you can have a little towel. The problem with the towel for a woman rather than a guy, which a guy should always have a towel because guys tend to sweat a little bit more on the face anyway than the women. But the problem with the towel with a woman, because we usually want to have some makeup on or something and keep retouching or whatever, it's not necessarily the best thing to start rubbing with a towel. But if you do have a lot of access, probably you're not going to have a lot of makeup on you anyway, so you might as well have a little towel. If you don't want the towel, there's another option. There are like little bracelets now. Go on Amazon. The bracelet is basically special material. Not all of them are pretty, but I will think about making some merch actually about it. So there is a little bracelet where actually gathers the sweat. So when you're dancing, you can actually just do around the head a couple of times when you're dancing. So that is a really useful thing to do if you do feel like you have too much access for sweating. So there's little bracelets. Just go on Amazon, check it out. There might be a few, and I will actually make some merch about that as well. Now, the other thing is, again, annoying thing to do. I think the bracelet is the best thing, to be honest. If I would have that problem, it's not a problem, but if that would be happening to me, I would definitely use the bracelet. Dancing, and I would make maybe like really nice bracelet, but just special material that would gather this and just that and this, kind of cool. But as well, the another option is just actually trying to go to the bathroom now and then and just retouch, basically. Sometimes powder helps. So if you powder your face, there's strong powders. Again, do your research on Google. There's special powder that actually stops you from sweating. There's powder that goes under the armpits. There's powder that goes different areas. And there's actually some powder that you can put on your face. Does it help completely? No. Does it help a little bit? For sure. So every little helps, I say. If you put a little bit of powder, at least it lasts a little bit until maybe it's completely gone. But then you maybe have your little bracelet, so that is something. Also, I want to come back to the subject. If a guy, any guy, says anything about you sweating too much in a manner where you feel bad about yourself, don't even waste your time thinking about this. In dancing environment, everybody sweats, and we all give each other feedback on, if like a lot of the times guys sweat so much and they're wearing like really short crop tops just to keep themselves cool, but they're literally sweating, and like you end up leaving all sweaty just because you attached to him. So I would always give feedback to the guys and say, look, you don't mind a little sweat here and there, but it's a little bit too much. How about you wear a little like t-shirt that actually observes the sweat, and then you can change the t-shirt, but it's the way you say it. But if a person, if the person is just naturally sweating and tries to clean up afterwards, it's not like walking drained all the time, has respect after the dance, comes, cleans up, then there shouldn't be a problem. People should learn how to speak to each other. That's what I think. So there you go. That's my answer. On sweat issues, sports bra have them. Check Nike, for example. There we go. Thank you, Layla. You see, there are the bracelets and stuff, and sports bras and whatever. So if you go to Nike, Layla says, you can check that out there. Great. Now, also, Joanna asks, I would love to attend a workshop where you do them. I travel going out in Paris. There you go. Any tips for following and leads? Some are easier than others. Yeah, loads of tips for following and leads. And actually, Joanna, I have a special video just for that. So you go to my top 5 for following and leading. Great tips, I promise. All right. Ramune, Lithuanian name. How often do you visit Lithuania and aren't you homesick? Oh, well, it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting relationship I've got with Lithuania. Um, I don't miss Lithuania. Um, I am a person where I am is where my home is, and I'm happy no matter where I am. But I do go back pretty often because my parents are there, so I go visit them all the time. My parents also come to visit me. But am I homesick? No, I'm never homesick. Do I miss my parents? Yes. That's why I go to Lithuania. And when I go to see my parents, I do get to re experience the Lithuanian culture. And it's really nice. But do I feel bad leaving it? No. My life is now here in London. Also, I'm making my life all around the world. And I'm just so happy exploring and traveling and meeting different people. I don't feel homesick. But maybe it's because I actually do visit it pretty often. All right, guys, we got one, two, three, 5 questions left in the bowl. 5 questions left, and then I'm gonna be giving out prizes. Oh, thank you, Nina. I'm glad you like this. All right, next live video, if I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do it maybe something more interesting, maybe with drinking and maybe doing some games. Oh my God, we could do a live stream with doing some crazy games. Wouldn't that be awesome? You guys telling me what to do and I do it and make a complete fool out of myself. I think that would be fun. I actually would be up for it. I will come definitely keep you updated. All right. So now, Lauren. Oh, Lauren is a very special person in my life. She actually is one of the reasons why YouTube channel actually exists. So, Lauren, my girl, I love you, and thank you. Really, this is amazing. She knows why I say this. And her question is, which dance is your favorite? Um, well, of course, salsa and bachata is kind of my thing, so I would have to pick between the two. I can't pick them. I always say I started with salsa, and then bachata came in my life later. And I always say that salsa is like food. You can't live without food, right? You gotta eat. So I don't think salsa would ever leave my life. But bachata for me is like it's like food, but it's like a dessert. You know, it's like is that extra thing that you crave so much. Is it has a different place in my heart. You know, so I can't live without salsa, but bachata has definitely a completely different place in my heart. I can't imagine hearing a bachata song and not getting up. It just wouldn't happen. So that is my answer, Lauren. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Whoa, 4 questions. Isabel, where would you like to teach if you could be invited anywhere in the world? Ooh. Where would I like to teach if I could be invited anywhere in the world? Wow, now that's a question. You got me thinking. Okay, well, I'm going to start with this. Don't care about mentioning any Congress because no matter how amazing the Congress is, it's just a Congress. You know what I mean? Even if it would be a dream Congress to attend, it still wouldn't be a dream place to be invited to teach because any Congress is just a Congress. And so I would say I would like to be invited maybe somewhere unexpected. For example, would love to be invited, maybe not to teach, but would like to be invited to dance on a stage with some live musicians. Would love to be invited by Tony Suka. Hopefully, if he ever sees this, Tony Suka, I admire him so much. Check him out. He lives in Miami. Amazing guy. Would love to be invited maybe to do some projects with musicians. You know, I would like to be invited maybe to teach in some charity events in some places that they don't get dance. something like that, something a little bit more meaningful in a sense that not your everyday congress, because in a congress, if I'm not there teaching, somebody else is. You understand? But if I am teaching somewhere where they don't get to dance, it would make me feel amazing. Or if I get to dance on the stage with the artists like Los Cuatros, or like Mark Anthony, or Tony Suka, if I could share a stage with those guys, I would die happy. That's my answer. Got it. Which is your current favorite bachata song? Gaurav. Gaurav. I'm so sorry. It's not easy to pronounce your name. Which is your current favorite bachata song? Well, I'm not gonna say a song, but I am currently, so this is not like in German my favorite, but currently I am still obsessed with the new Romeo Santos album Utopia. Every song there is has a Dominican feel, incorporated with all of well, a lot of the Dominican artists, including Yoska, who died so quickly after we got this album released. So it's also very sentimental. But all of the songs I love, and I cannot stop listening to them. I can't stop playing in classes. And I feel like you can dance if you dance Dominican to it, you can dance Dominican or you can dance Moderna, and it's just such good music. So definitely, currently, I'm obsessed with Romeo Santos' Utopia album for sure. Although Kevin Cosmos has been on a roll as well, I have to say, with his Calma song, with Ataca na la mano, very good. All right, Carolina, what is your top memory over the years, or top three if you can't choose? Top memory. Okay, so I'm just gonna go bam, the first thing that goes to my head. It might not be my top memory, but bam, it comes to my head immediately. Dancing on the stage with Danny J. He invited me before he came on the stage to sing, to come and dance with him on the stage while he was performing. Danny J is a bachata artist. Really, really, really cool guy. And of course, that was the most amazing experience because I told you before, like to share a stage and dance with the singers, it's like, wow, it's amazing, amazing. And everybody's watching, creates such a great energy. So that's like one of the most memorable moments. And also, of course, my any trip that I have in Miami or Dominican Republic. Every time I go to Dominican Republic, I have a new memory. One of the memories from the last trip to Dominican Republic was that me and my friend Derek, we were just walking around this place with the castle or whatever, and there was a school trip, and loads of Dominican kids were just walking around or whatever. And they started talking to me, and my Spanish is, I can get by with my Spanish, not very good, but I can understand basic things. And they were saying, what you do, where you from? And I said, I dance bachata. And they were like, what? Show us. And then I started, doing my bachata. And then one kid actually came and danced with me a little bit bachata, and they were so supportive. They couldn't believe I can do it. They were so impressed. And just, I was surrounded by Dominican kids, and everybody's moving to bachata. I mean, you can't buy these moments. You just can't. So that's kind of also pops into my head. Although I love Miami as well. Anytime I'm in Miami, it's an amazing experience. Ooh, notifications. All right, guys, we are really close. 2 questions left. I answered 2 more questions, and if something pops into comments, and I will announce what is exactly the price and who gets it. And so far, I see 20 people or more signed up. So lots of prizes going to be giving away. I'm going to get broke. My own fault. It's because I love you. All right, Ben. Ben is asking, how do you stay in such a good shape? I think that was kind of part of Layla's question before. So if you've been watching, Ben, you will see that I already answered this question, which is I exercise nonstop. I eat really, really healthy. I sleep 8 hours if I'm not in a congress. If I'm in a congress, I don't sleep at all because I party so much. But overall, I try to get my sleep in. I try to nap sometimes if I really have to. And overall, I am very topped up with my vitamins. I am very in tune with my skin regime, skincare, and stuff. So I'm really, really doing all I can, the best I can to make this body work. Guys, Final question. Oh. Final question. Isaac, what do you do when you are not dancing? And what a great question to finish this off, isn't it? What do I do when I am not dancing? I tell you, nothing. All right, so let me just quickly elaborate. I lead extremely busy lifestyle. My work is my passion and it is my life. So every free minute I have, I'm probably going to be making a video or downloading new music or learning how to DJ better or learning my new steps that I'm going to be teaching for classes. It's never ending. So there is no such thing for me as having free time, you know? But on occasion, it's really important for me to meet my friends because I never see them. The only time they get to see me is when they come out dancing. So you can see how that could be a problem to maintain relationships. So the first very important thing is for me, if I do really feel like I can allow myself have a free minute, I will make sure I meet a friend. And usually, if we meet with friends, we still end up doing some videos for my YouTube channel or something. It's so sad, but I have the best friends that support my passion so much, and they love dancing as well. So that's great. Also, if I have a free moment, I tend to visit my parents. So if I can see a few days lined up where I'm not working physically, that I don't have to be in London or Miami or somewhere else, Sweden, then I'm gonna fly see my parents, or I'm gonna bring them here or something like that. But yeah, my friends come after my work. It's my friends for sure. Show us your chest. Take your glasses off. I want to see your eye color. Okay. I'm not going to show you my chest for obvious reasons. But um, you are slightly weird, but I will take off my glasses and show you my eyes. They're green. And I'm sure that now when I'm looking into the camera, they look cross eyed. So that's my eyes. Green. Chest, you're not gonna get hot. Thanks. Chest is all mine. And for that special someone who doesn't exist at the moment. That's the sad life I lead. All right, so now let me just look. You could make a lot of money working for me. All right, how about we have this conversation in a private chat to not disturb other people? Let me just scroll down, guys, very quickly. I want to make sure I haven't missed a lot of your questions. Nigel, if you're still here, I hope I answered all of your questions. Blah, blah, blah. Uh, yeah, more or less. I think I did. Oh, Max. Oh, I'm so sorry. What is your favorite food? Okay, I missed Max's question. I apologize, Max. You will think it's personal. Sorry, Max. All right, Max, I'm with you. I'm with you. If you're still here, here's my answer. What is your favorite food? Meaning, if you would go for dinner somewhere, what type of restaurant would you want to go to? Interesting question, Max. My favorite food, I try to stay away from meat as much as possible. And I love seafood. Anywhere there's seafood, I would be happy, to be honest. Any kind of seafood, I'm super duper happy. So I hope that answers your question, Max, where I would like to eat. Somewhere where there is seafood. So I guess seafood restaurant. Any more questions? Charlie said, Max, please stop being creepy or you will be existed from the chat. Charlie, don't worry. Max is not being creepy. I think he just has many friends watching the same monitor and they all have separate questions. So he's giving these questions from them. Okay, I think this is more or less it. And guys, don't worry if I haven't answered your questions, guys, don't worry. I will make sure I look through them and I will make sure that I answer them. And of course, remember, this channel is for you. I let my soul out. I get to be myself. I get to give you my knowledge. And you guys, if you're not here watching, I got nothing, right? So I am so grateful and so excited with the success of the YouTube channel. So excited to have this live video and actually have you guys coming in and sticking through such a long video, right? But we're done with our Red Bull questions. We've done with our questioning here. And now I think it's just appropriate to tell you what you want, actually. So, as a dancer, I have a dance school that is functioning for now, Mondays and Sundays. The dance school is in London and it is based in Farrington, and beautiful studio space. And to find the location of the dance school and the times and the courses that we run, you can go to my website, dancewithrasa.com, and you will see more information there. But now, I run 4-week courses, all right? 4-week courses for specific subjects. And usually it costs £60 to sign up for the 4 weeks course. And today, you're getting one course of your choice for free. That's it. Now, don't worry if you're not in London. This is unlimited. It's not for the next course, it's for any course of your choice at any point in your lifetime till my school is running. So if you live somewhere abroad, one day, if you're in London, you can cash in that course. If you are from London, you're in luck. Anytime you're free and you like the course, you can come in for free. And of course, if you're in UK, just in another city, anytime you choose to be attending the course, particular course, you get it for free, guys. Yeah, really, really, really. And this is now how you claim your course, because I'm not going to just let in anybody who comes in. I was like, I promise I was the last one watching. This is what you need to do now. You need to go to dancewithrasa.com website, www.dancewithrasa, that's my name, rasa.com. When you go to that website, just go to my email and write me an email saying your name and mentioning the time that we're finishing the video. So let's say, I stayed till the end at 2025 or whatever we finish. So just write your name and you're gonna be written on my list. And then just look through the courses that you like. If you don't see anything at the moment that you like, don't worry. There's gonna be more updates coming up probably in a couple of days. That's gonna fill in more courses. So it's gonna be like half a year in advance of different things to choose from. So just be patient, have a look. If you don't see anything you like now, maybe there'll be something you like later. And just anytime you're ready, just write me a message on email and say, I want to cash in into my course, and I will have your name at the door and we will be ready. But if you want to join into the course, you got to go to my website, www.dancewithrasa.com, and you have to write your name to my email and tell me that you were on the live chat and you were the last one to be. Now, I will have all of these names in my saving. So if you think you are smarty pants, think again. I will double cross and check because it's a serious price. But guys, I hope you like the price. And all you need to do is cash in onto that price and you get £60 worth of technical, hardcore teaching in the course where I'm based in London. And you get to get the experience with me. If you have never experienced me before, that's going to be the treat. And if you've experienced me before and you've done other courses, then this is kind of like a free course for you that you would have spent money for anyway. So hopefully that's a good price for you. Really had fun chatting with you. Your energy is refreshing. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Delta. Hi, Rasa. Where do you get your dance trainers from? Okay, Delta. Before I leave, I'm just quickly going to answer this to you, Delta. We're about to leave. My dance trainers, I don't get them from anywhere because they're not dance trainers. I buy sneakers with plastic surface from the shops that I like. So I might go to a shop, I like sneakers because they're super comfortable and cute. I look if they have a plastic sole, that means they're going to be slippery on the surface and it's going to be amazing for dancing. So I spin around in the shop, and if it's slippery, that's the shoes that I wear. Anyway, guys, you got your prize. You stick with the questionnaire. And again, woohoo for the 2,000 subscribers. Woohoo. And guys, thank you so much for sticking around. And thank you. We are finishing now. If you're joining in late, it's too late. But to cash into your prize, go dancewithrasa.com. Write me an email with your name and that you were the last one to stay. And guys, I'm going to give you a free course. Don't be lazy. Take your prize, is there. So you just need to take it. Guys, thank you so much. That has been a lot of fun. We're going to do it again, just as I say, with some different ideas. But please keep watching my videos. I'm going to have so many more for you ready, and we can just grow together. Yeah? Loads of love. Now I'm going to drink more water and maybe actually going to make myself a stronger drink because I have to be honest, I was a little bit nervous. Be on the live video with you guys, could be a little bit intimidating. Oh, thank you. Okay, guys, that's it. I say goodbye. I say goodbye, and I will end stream now. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.